All right, so I'm just a stupid dog, and what we've begun the novelette, or the story of Uncle Dinner and Thundertop. It's a wonderful narrative. One day they'll be saying this guy who was like some kind of genius. Right now we get like 7 views, 10, 11 views. One day they're gonna be like, oh my God, it's like he was like, Walt Whitherford, the famous writer, or the Barb, the Barb, you know what I'm saying. Anyways, so what we're talking about here today is you have to have segues away. So chapter 2 is right away and immediately segue away from the main theme, the main, the thread. The main thread, we're deviating from it, so it's for entertainment value. So what you have is Uncle Dinner came, the man was shocked. He didn't know Uncle Dinner was coming. Uncle Dinner, unbeknownst to everybody, the narrator, myself, the dog, unbeknownst to me, unbeknownst to the audience, Thundertop was tucked down into the man's denim coat, okay? So Thundertop the squirrel isn't even introduced yet to the story. Uncle Dinner was introduced. So Uncle Dinner's this jocular guy from Scranton, Pennsylvania he always wears dungarees and a flannel shirt. He's a big, heavy set guy. He's got wild salt and pepper hair. He had salt and pepper hair from the time he was 27, and he was slugging Genesee cream ale from the time he was like 13 and smoking Pall Mall cigarettes. He was huffing down Pall Mall cigarettes and slugging down massive quantities of Genesee cream ale, green label Genesee cream ale from the time he was 13. God knows how old he is now. The man's 57. His Uncle Dinner has to be in his 70s at the minimum. And Uncle Dinner always goes, it's so wonderful to be here onto the primary course of naturalistic events over here. Hey, you ever see a windshield wiper working a butterfly's ass? Did you? Over here onto the natural thing over here, onto it. And he says mine. You don't say mine. That's my, or that's, that money, that's mine. That's my money, that's mine. He says, that's mine. Mine, like they're growing corn over here. No one even knows what he's talking about. Anyways, to segue completely away from Uncle Dinner, because this was what this whole take is all about. We're going to stick to the thread like every other thing, and then we have intermittent things that's just off the wall. You don't even know what's going to happen. So anyways, Uncle Dinner, the first thing he does when he hits town, he says, we're going to my old brothel. I'm an stupid dog, so I'm just going to put my own words. He says, we're going to my old brothel that I always used to go to. He drives the man in his big, two-tone, beautiful station wagon. It might be a Plymouth. I thought it was a Ford. It could be a Dodge. Who was ever making those, like, shiny, metallic, sky blue station wagons with a big stripe down each side, like a 1.5 foot large stripe, two-tone with a darker blue, but still it's like a mesmerizing, almost like an AI color. It's almost like an AI color scheme. But anyways, Uncle Dinner, he took this guy to his old brothel. The old brothel was still there, and I think some of the old prostitutes were still there. So this is what the man told me. I'm a stupid dog. I don't know any better, but the man told me they walk into this brothel and there's just 3 prostitutes. There was no other patrons. It's a retirement village for prostitutes. He says, my God, dog, we walk in there, there's 3 prostitutes. One is kind of decent looking. She's an Italian looking girl. She looks exactly like Annette Funicello. See the Minnie Mouse girl, the Mousquetaire Annette Funicello? Except this girl, she's got a nice body. She looks like she's got to be in her mid-40s at least, but she's got a heavy, heavy mustache. It's like, it's not full-on like, Groucho Marx or, it's not a full-on vicious, hard mustache, but this is a full-on, you can see it clearly, black mustache. She's Annette Funicello, beautiful, curvy, beautiful, young, not young, 40-something, but you know me, I'm like 40-something's young to me, but that mustache, I was like, that's going to tickle my gonads. This girl's going to give me a tickle job over here. Not a hand job, not a blow job. She's going to give me a tickle job. I'm going to be, whatever. I didn't want to get into it really, but anyways. The other girl, she was spilling out over her negligee. I'm like, good God, this girl, she had bigger rolls of fat than the Pillsbury Doughboy. I'm like, what the F, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I can't get aroused. I need Viagra as it is. I cannot get aroused if everywhere you're spilling out. You could spill out right at the midriff. You could have a little spillage. You can't spill at the gluteus maximus, at the whatever it is, the crotch area. You can't spill at the, whatever. All the belly area, the breast area, the haunch area, your latissimos, your back things, your back straps. You can't spill out everywhere. Everywhere, not a big neck waddle. You can't have a neck waddle. It's just you're spilling out everywhere. And the other girl, she was obviously a Down syndrome victim. This girl is obviously some kind of a Down syndrome situation. I'm not sure. Maybe I was wrong about that. I'm not going to say what her degree of mental acuity was, but this girl, she was, she had that Shane Gillis appearance of, whatever, like one chromosome shy or two chromosomes shy, whatever, two chromosomes shy or one chromosome too many. The Shane Gillis look. You didn't know what this girl was trying to say, But anyways, when we went to this brothel, suffice to say, it didn't turn out the way Uncle Dinner thought it was going to turn out. And that's just the main focus. This was a brothel episode, but it did not turn out. This was like a weak brothel visit. This was like if you went to a brothel and you didn't want to tell nobody about it. You weren't trying to brag to nobody. If you were on a loading dock with like 15 Teamsters, you would like keep your yap shut. You like sew my mouth shut with cat gut. You know what I'm saying? Do not let me spill the beans on this one because this was nothing you want to brag about. This was a really piss poor brothel visitation. But whatever, this is it. It is what it is, and que sera, sera. But this was chapter 2. And that's the thing. We're going to go right straight back to a full-on manor house, Uncle Dinner, and it's going to be a while before we introduce Thundertop, but this was the segue. And then, number 3 is straight on with the thread of the story. Number 4 is going to be a zing, a zang, a zong. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be entertaining. Everyone's going to think it's awesome. But just, you need to, all the adherents, all 665, all 265. 665, that's in the year, 2029 maybe. 3034 we'll have 695. That doesn't matter. Whatever. It's okay. Don't worry about it.